welcome back to another muscle car walk around here at Coyote Classics. And today, Chad and I are going to check out this badass 1971 Camaro Super Sport.
Yeah, this is such a cool car. I was just telling Dalton, this is not just a original Super Sport, which it is. This is a badass muscle car, something that you're just gonna wanna get behind the wheel and just rip the frickin' tires loose, guys. This is a really cool car, built to perform. We get some cool cars in here from time to time. Some of them I just have so much respect for, you know, that you can't burn the tires loose. This one was built to do it. As we peek underneath the hood, it's powered by a 383 stroker, aluminum heads, power steering, brand new vintage air conditioning system, disc brakes, power disc brakes, headers, and awesome sounding dual exhaust, man.
Upgraded suspension as well. I mean, the car sounds awesome, goes like a rocket. Really a sharp looking car too with that two-tone silver.
Yeah, it's a really cool Super Sport, guys. It's got a Be Cool aluminum radiator in it. It's got the dual electric fans. I mean, MSD ignition. This thing is ready to perform. Yeah, go ahead. As far as the bottom of the hood, really solid car, guys. If you go to our website too, www.coyoteclassics.com, you'll see the floors, frame rails, trunk drop downs. All of this car is really solid underneath. We're having some really windy weather here in Iowa the last few days. I don't know, it's blowing like 30 miles an hour every day, so you'll have to excuse the wind noise. As far as the grille goes, beautiful condition. All the SS 350 emblems are all in the car still. It's got the front and rear spoiler. Front bumper's in excellent shape as well. I love the two-tone color on this car. The silver with the charcoal correct SS stripe really looks nice. As we look up and down the driver's side gap, fits really nice to the top of the fender, the top of the hood, a really nice even gap there. We have a couple little, there's a really small little spot that looks like the clear coat was just rubbed through just a little bit right there. Really nice gap here in the passenger side as well. So a tiny chip, Dalton pointed out right here in the front of the hood. I'd classify this as an older paint job, probably in the last 5-10 years. Another thing I want to point out, we have about $20,000 worth of receipts on this car that have spent the last 4 years during its restoration. So I'm not quite sure how long the paint was done. I'm guessing paint was definitely done before 2016. So the correct rally wheels are polished up beautifully. They look great. BFG race white letter tires. The tires are like new as well, all four corners. We have 225/60/15s on it. Bottom of the front fender is excellent. We do have some chips and stuff here, guys, just along this door edge gap, right along the edge and the very front edge of it. Another little chip right there in the paint. So the paint isn't perfect. It's a beautiful cruise night driver quality, super straight Camaro. A couple little paint imperfections right here. As we look over top of the roof is in excellent shape, nice and clean. I just love the back end of these 70 to 73 Camaros. The tail lights are gorgeous on them. Back bumpers look great.
I love the exhaust that he put on that. It sounds phenomenal. Like when you get on it, it sounds like a supercar, like a Lamborghini or something.
It does. Why don't you go ahead and rev it up a little bit while I'm back here. While I wait for Dalton to do that, guys, check out how straight this car is. Very nice, very straight. And there's your back tire tread. Excellent. I'm definitely going to put this exhaust system on the next muscle car I do, guys. It just sounds awesome. Door handles are in great shape. Another thing that I noticed here, guys, just two tiny little hairline cracks right here. Very, very minute. As we go into the jams, this silver has got a blue hue to it, doesn't it, Dee?
Yeah, it does.
Kind of just a little blue hue. It really looks nice. Door jams and stuff are all nice. Scuff plates, carpet looks good. It's got the correct Super Sport floor mats in it. As far as our door panel goes, the door panel on the passenger side is in great shape. Armrest is nice. colors all look good. Oil pressure gauge works great. It's got aftermarket there. It's got carrying about 38 pounds oil pressure at an idle. Temp gauge is running about 165. It's got a brand new console, shifter, all that stuff. Seats have all been professionally recovered. They look great as well. New headliner, dome light works. Does have the overhead seat belts. Back seat was recovered as well. So very, very nice, guys, as far as the interior goes. Very comfortable seats. The padding all feels good. The dash pad's laid out beautifully. It isn't curling up like a lot of the first generation Camaros. Horn works, gas gauge works. The odometer shows 64,181 miles. Wipers are in working order as well. As I mentioned before, guys, it's got vintage air, and the vintage air works perfectly. It's got a retro sound AM/FM cassette. You can plug your. It's got Bluetooth and everything.
Yeah, nice sound system as well. I think it's got an amp in the trunk, and I mean it's a good sounding sound system.
We'll let Dalton mess with that a little later. But again, the console, the shifter, everything is beautiful shape. It does have tilt wheel as well. It's got the correct Super Sport steering wheel and center. Just a very, very nice turnkey driver, guys. Fun car to drive. And it's got a good value being a real deal Super Sport. Again, as we look up and down the driver's side, very straight body. The paint's been touched up, guys. It's got some chips right along here on this edge where the rear spoiler meets.
There's a little paint crack right there as well.
Yeah, so it's just gonna have some of that little stuff, guys. Right along the edge here, it's got a couple little chips. So it's a driver, it's a cruise night car, it's a beautiful hot rod, not a perfect car. A couple more little chips right along the bottom edge of the door there. Here's our front gap. We got good clearance all the way along here. No bubbles or blisters on the lower fender door. All of it's super solid. Again, those wheels and tires, and it's got an awesome stance. Roof rail rubbers are all nice and pliable. As far as our door rubbers are good. Corners of the doors are good. Now this driver's side door panel, guys, took a little beating. Just being original here in the very top. It's just chipping off just a little bit. You can just tell it's original. Same thing around the door handle right here, the plastic piece. Driver's side seat, back seat, everything is fantastic here. I am so excited to drive this car. I hope it doesn't disappoint, man. It sounds wicked. I personally rode with the guy when he traded this car in. If you're watching, Tim, man, I'm excited to drive your car.
Yeah, it's one of those cars that as soon as you get behind the wheel, it just puts a huge smile on your face.
We had that black 73 Camaro. Was it 73? That LT. That, guys, it was a YouTube fan, you know, it was awesome. Everyone loved that car. They still talk about it. This is going to be very similar to that car, I think, its power. Vintage air kicks right in, guys. We were going to check on the sound system, but we'll talk about that later.
I know it works. We just got to get it hooked up to the right deal.
Yeah,
we don't have an aux, but
yeah, the air's blowing cold. Shut that off for now. This thing's got a great sound even at night.
yeah, it does. Right up and goes, don't it?
Yeah, it does. As far as our brakes go, guys, we want to point those disc brakes out as well. Just like all our cars, they stop straight. The steering wheel's nice and straight.
Man, this thing is a rocket.
spinning in a long damn time, Dalton.
Yeah, it is. It's wicked fast.
Seems like it just wants to kick into another gear.
Yeah, it does. I mean, man, this thing is fast. Puts you right back in your seat. It sounds awesome too. Like I was saying, it sounds like a high performance foreign car or something. That exhaust, it just got a nice tone.
The other thing is, I mean, 100 mile an hour, however fast you want to go, this thing drives perfectly straight down the road. We're doing about 62, 63 mile an hour right now. All the gauges, everything works. Throws you right back in your seat right now.
What a fun car to drive. What else you got to say about anything else?
I can't wipe my smile off my face. This is an awesome car. So check us out, coyoteclassics.com. Make this awesome car yours, guys.